For something heavy, or in this case, something heavy and wet outside of our Beacon Hill studio, Cosmo Macero of O'Neill & Associates, Peter Kadgis of the Boston Phoenix, formerly of the Boston Phoenix.
Phoebe, all these years, I gotta tell you, I never knew you did magic tricks. There's a hot dog, and then poof, it's gone, like David Blaine walks in. I mean, Lily's nibbling on hers in ladylike fashion, and your thing just vanished.
I have a feeling you won't go without a National Hot Dog Day yourself, Cosmo. You should partake. Let's start with this. George Zimmerman, the craziest story I've seen in a long time. Appears last Wednesday, George Zimmerman rescued a family of 4 from an overturned SUV, Cosmo.
Absolute great image enhancement, image rebuilding. What a perfect opportunity for George Zimmerman. I gotta tell you, if I'm him, I'm camping out at like the old country buffet. There's like 3 or 4 Heimlichs a week in that joint. A lot of opportunity to be a hero. A lot of opportunity.
Oh, I'm not surprised. I suspect we're going to be hearing a lot more from Mr. Zimmerman as the weeks and months go by.
But what are the odds on this? Like, he's just passing by when an SUV flips over?
And the cops totally confirm it. I mean, it happened as reported. You know, he sees he comes upon the crash, he gets over there, rescues the family, and he's there.
Don't you want to hear that he says, I'd heard there were some accidents in the area, I was patrolling this road, something along those lines.
Neighborhood watch.
That leads me to President Obama, who, of course, on Friday gave his, I don't know if you'd call it his speech on race, but addressed the Zimmerman verdict, and there's been a lot of either support or backlash, depending on who you followed, since that time. How do you break down the president's handling of all this?
I think he felt that he probably did have to seize upon the moment to comment nationally on race. I think a couple things. Number one, absolutely at any point, because of the culture of the U.S., we can have a productive conversation on race. I think this, the number one signal of the progress we've made is President Obama himself. But incidents like this that create a great debate lead us to have a public conversation, and that's what we're doing.
I think it would have been much stranger if President Obama had said nothing. I thought what he said was very eloquent. I'm not so sure how helpful a national conversation on race is, because the situation is so different in different parts of the country. I think any national conversation might best be had on a local level. For example, the situation in Florida, I think, is very different than, say, the situation here in Boston, where you have teenage kids of color, unfortunately, shooting and killing each other. Not quite the same thing, but to me the issue is as much about gun violence as it is about race.
And it's not just about race, particularly in Florida. It's also about the different rules that there are as to how you can protect yourself in a public place and to stand your ground and so forth.
Well, will he come out today and say that I could have been that guy in the car, since he told us he could have been Trayvon Martin? I mean,
he could have been that guy.
He's sort of picking and choosing now where he's weighing in.
Well, he is picking and choosing. As I said, for the first black president of the United States to have no comment on a case as inflammatory.
I don't mind him.
I think
I don't mind him commenting. I mind his comments.
Look, we're joking around, but really, how do you fault a guy for being a good Samaritan? But he will be faulted, I guarantee, by someone.
Hey, quickly, I got a minute left. You guys are both fascinated. Couldn't stop talking about the royal baby in there. Go ahead, Cosmo.
All I know is I saw a guy yesterday described as a royal super fan, head to toe Union Jack regalia, cradling a infant baby doll. I'm not sure for what purpose. They described him as a 58-year-old royal super fan. Either unemployed, retired, wealthy, or just plain crazy.
I'll make a prediction as to his name. George Philip Lewis.
Cosmo? I'm going to say it's not going to be Cosmo the Third.
I'm just trying to figure. He's third in line to the crown, so... Is the Queen Mum still with us? Is the Queen Mum?
She is, but she's already in the crown. So.
This kid may become king when he's around 73.
I just hope it's not George. My dealings with former King Georges have not been great, so I don't need a new one. Peter Kadgis, Cosmo Macero, they're the heavy hitters. Enjoy your National Hot Dog Day, gentlemen.